This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
The hell?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I see. I had a stream live in the background. When it switched, it came live on the audio in my ear, and I'm like, what the hell?
Which means you doubled up the audio for something?
Yeah, I'm going, that's not supposed to be doing that. Anyway, how's everybody doing out there today? Welcome to today's show. For the record, it is Thunderstorm Thursday here in Shroud Avatar. It is October 6th, 2016, for the record. And, of course, we're sitting right in the middle of a incoming hurricane.
Well, that's
Matthew.
And I hope that you're doing okay. And
Matthew.
Yeah, I know. It's coming for you. See, this is Thor saying that I despise Florida, and this is why you should move to Texas.
Yeah, no, see, you guys flood more than we do. We just get coastal damage.
Yeah.
And, of course, I've got beaches. Lots and lots of beaches.
Well, we have beaches in Texas as well. Unfortunately, you don't want to deal with the slurry from the Mississippi and some little bit of patches of oil.
How close is the nearest beach to you?
Oh, to me, from where I'm at, about 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah, thank you. We have beaches. You know, I'm 30 minutes from a beach on one side, and I'm an hour from a beach on the other side.
Yeah. Not my fault.
We have beaches. We are a beach. But anyway, life's a beach. I don't know. That's probably where I get the island lifestyle from. But anyway, welcome to the show. Of course, we're going to just go ahead and give you the warning right now. If by any means the storm comes in and does something crazy and we lose you, we're going to be gone. So we'll be back when we're back. At least I'll be back when we're back. Jack
eventually. Yeah, I probably won't drop unless...
Yeah. But meanwhile, we got some good news. We got another patch. Yet another patch. What did we say? 491 out there for the good boys and girls?
Up to 491. I've got one client on 489, one client on 491. I did not patch up before the show just in case it would have done the thing where you can't see people on the different patches.
Yeah. Now, we only have a couple people here, which may be the reason for that.
You also have to remember our EVL crew's coming to Austin, and they're going to...
That's
right. A lot of people are traveling right now. Yeah.
Traveling today. The folks are getting ready for their weekend down there, hanging out with the devs and
decorating their Portalarium offices.
Austin.
Yeah.
Making the trip to the homeland, as it may be. And of course, we're going to be doing that next week, going on down the second and last annual BMC Soda Player Gathering.
Damn right.
Damn Skippy. That's right. I forgot you were in the room. And yes, we apologize for those of you folks out there who would normally be listening on the radio. The radio took a dump on us today, but thankfully we still have a live show to give you guys here on the live video stream, and we'll be able to get it out to you in replays later on today whenever the radio decides to cooperate.
Just verified this, that if you are actually on patch 491, you will not be able to see us.
Why is that?
Well, I have another guy standing on our lots right in front of us, and he sees nothing.
Oh, okay.
See, I can actually show that to my viewers if I can figure out how to change the game. So they get to see Jack Frost standing there headbanging to nothing.
To nothing. You're all by and lonesome.
That's right.
But meanwhile, we are
Figure out
on screen for you guys. We do have Thex here with us and Holly Hawk. When Holly disappeared, Tim?
I think she's patching.
Well, yeah. So hopefully she's not, because otherwise we get to listen to the theme for Rabbling from the Space Bards featuring Rustic Dragon over and over and over again.
Which is playing right now.
Yes. So
we can listen to you play Stones.
But
you know what?
Yeah.
I think the fans would probably prefer that we did like maybe a stand-up corner or told them about the new patch notes or something.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe
they wouldn't rather talk about rain. Oh, it's a possibility.
Well,
I mean, it depends on how prepared I am versus you. And so let me know whenever.
Prepared, you know that. Yeah,
well,
the game is making me feel at home because it's raining now in Owl's Head, just like it's raining here. It makes me feel like I'm really having the
you can't escape
intro
the
to the
waterfall.
hurricane party. Oh, we got the beer, got the toilet paper, got the white bread and the hot dogs. Break out the grill.
Let me know when you're ready for some stand-up corner stuffage.
I'm waiting. All you got to do is say the word, and you can read Dark Star for the good folks out there.
Okay, so remember our stand-up corners where our devs stand up in the morning about 10 a.m. and they sit there and say, hey, I worked on this yesterday. I'm working on this today. Then something random gets written down, and then we provide that information to you the following day. So this is yesterday's stand-up corner from Wednesday, October 5th. Remember, today is Thursday, October 6th.
Thursday.
Yeah, that's right. Thunderstorm Thursday?
Thunderstorm Thursday.
That's right. So over in the art department, Bob was working on the Elven City home. Hurricane regression. Yes. Exodor. Fletcher is working on the telethon weather changing umbrella. Then Kevin.
They're messing with me. It's the weather changing umbrellas causing all these damn problems.
Yeah. See, it's actually affecting real life. They've been able to model it so well. They have found out how to solve that.
Well, they did such a good job with the economy.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oops. Yeah. Then Kevin was working on bugs.
Bug.
Matt. He was working on the one-man band rig and the animation polish, trying to make sure that the skin flute is in the proper hand.
And that Jack has pants?
Well, no, that's still not happening.
A proper hand?
Well, most people use their right.
Well, that's not true.
You use your left?
I use them both, but left-handers tend to use the left hand. So I mean,
well, I said most people use their right. Then Reed was working on the Corpian chair and bugs.
Bug.
Scotty is working on the telethon fan and the 2016 cornucopia. The cornucopia of love. He's trying to make sure that it's ever flowing and ever producing. Bountiful. Like the flowers emote used to be.
You know what? I usually sit on my hand till it falls asleep so it doesn't feel like that I'm doing it to myself.
The Stranger. Yep.
The Stranger. That's the Saturday night drunk and I couldn't find the date.
Rosie
is there an emote for that?
Yes, there is. You just have to figure out which one it is. It is hard-coded in there. Pun intended. Okay, so... yeah, you figured it out finally. Over in design, Brandon was working on the merchant work to support cooking and cooking recipes. Then Dan was working on bugs and Player Towns and Release 35 Ardoris work.
Working on those.
I know.
Oriental guards.
Japanese. Right.
Japanese? Yeah, I didn't want to say one.
I thought it was Japanese because you're going with the pagoda, and then after that you've got. I saw some artwork for some samurai swords.
I wasn't sure of that, so I generalized.
Yeah, some Asian stuff.
Some Oriental Asian stuff.
Yes.
Some non-denominational Eastern
Asia influence, East Asian influence. Yes.
Influence. There you go.
Yeah. Then
Buddhist.
Yeah. Non-denomination, non-religious. Then let's see. It's just going to get worse and worse as we go along.
I know.
Then Finn was working on journal bugs.
Bug.
Q. And released 35 emotes and more bugs.
Bug.
Then Keith was working on bugs.
Bug.
And nested prefabs. I don't know why he wants to nest his prefab.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that after this.
What do we have to talk about? Nested prefabs?
Prefabs? Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's just them building something.
Are we talking dungeons? Yeah.
I think it's dungeon stuff, and because if you notice, Dan's in design. He doesn't do character work. That's mostly the art department. So I think it's going to be prefab dungeons. It may or may not be.
Okay. When I think of prefab, I think of towns, and when I think of nested towns, I'm going, what the hell? We need more nested prefab. But nested prefab dungeon, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, maybe. We'll find. We'll figure it out as soon as we can actually get Keith on the bottom of it. Get Keith on the line and ask him what a nested prefab is. Then Lum the Mad was working on bugs.
Lum the Mad bug.
And trying to fix the Tower of the Shutter Die again.
It's not broken.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I love farming there.
Have you been in there to visit a certain person that's in there during a new moon?
Certain person, no.
No. Oh, so you haven't done that quest yet? Maybe he's got to work on stuff.
We go and sit there and kill the leech and the skellies and have fun playing with magic. Yeah,
you need to do a quest. Okay, so then Sorcerer Steve was working on the Harvest Unclone. Trying to make. That's right. Remember, the base of it, if you recognize it, will be one of the Port Phoenix, or not Port Phoenix, Pack Slayer templates, I believe. I believe that was a Forest 01 clone. But it will be uncloned, which means they will add a ton of decorations, change trees, change all kinds of foliage, and everything else. Then new guy Travis, he's working on the Graph Island. Yeah, that's right. Graph Island. Yeah, the Graph Island unclone. That's the first island unclone that we're going to be seeing. Then over in tech, we had Eric working on bugs.
Bug.
Jason working on bugs.
Bug.
And localization. Wizard Smoke was working on bugs. And then the Deathbringer one and only also touching the bad place as he tries to squash some bugs.
Bug.
Burning Toad, still trying to find the source of that itch. I know, he's working on bugs.
I think Darkstar got lazy today.
Well, I think it was also what they've been doing. If you've noticed, we have had an insane amount of patches since Release 34 was released. So they are working overtime. We'll be bringing
you some patch notes just in a moment here.
Exactly. Then we're going to discuss something else. Ooh, I wonder what that's going to be.
What are we going to discuss today, Jack?
I don't know. Maybe some deco. Deco. Yeah, so Burning Toad was working on bugs.
Bug.
and trying to make sure that we have some builds. Then Tassilo was working on some fraud work.
Fraud. You're a fraud, I tell you.
That's right.
You're ripping me off with those renamed bags.
I think he's working on the credit card fraud aspect.
I know.
Then over in QA, Eric was working on regression. He's trying to regress the hurricane. And IT. Nice. And bug forums.
Bug.
And sanity. And new machine parts. Because we all need new video cards.
That's right.
That's right. Then Reese was working on sanity and forums. Yeah, and then Blood Omen has to say that he's in game with Jack Frost. Remember, we're on different patches, so we can't see each other. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, and I forgot to provide the music.
Yeah, right. Actually,
I had to vary it up. Then after that, we do have Reese working on sanity and forums. Seraphina's working on customer service and more customer service.
Customer service times 2.
I know. Their production management. Another group, we had Barrick working on the add-on store work. The house decoration contest announcement. And then Hutch was working on the pot template images. And everyone else appeared to be out of the office that day.
I was going to say, where is everybody?
I know. There is a stand-up for today, but we don't read today's most of the time unless it's Friday.
That's right. That's right. So what we're going to do is we're going to mosey right on over to the patch notes.
Where did you run to?
I'm patching while we do the patch notes.
Oh, you're patching while we do the patch notes? Why are you doing that?
It's a small patch. I ran the patcher on my other client. It patched up in a second, so I'm running the patch real quick.
The cool kids are on this patch.
Yeah, that's right. The cool kids are on the other patch.
No, this patch.
Gotta be with the cool kids.
Okay, so we'll go join Blood Omen while we're doing that, which means no more stones for a minute. Okay, so we do have our patch notes for today because this patch came out right before we went live. So
11:50 a.m. We got to talk to them about their timing, I tell you.
Well, we can't make everything about ours. Yeah, well, we don't have a plan for our show anyways, so how can they cramp our style?
I got to blame somebody. It's Chris's fault.
Oh, yeah. Blame Chris. It's always Chris's fault. Okay, so Build 491, which came out today, October 6th, they fixed an issue where mail packets were not being issued for Brittany Worfs, and they reset everyone's I lost my mail flag. It is now easier to discover how to get the /shrug emote from the Shish in Decilis if you've already spoken to her once. They fixed the female zombie mask sorting issues. They fixed issue where you sometimes would get a tamed creature even when taming failed. They fixed theft detection in guard towers. You can no longer steal from those guard towers. They now will spot you. The Elysian Illumination.
Stop that.
That's not yours. Put it back. But you can't put it back.
I'm just the detector. You're being robbed.
That's right. No. It's the guards witnessing you stealing things. The funny thing is, remember, they changed it to where double-clicking an item does not accidentally steal it anymore. Or is that coming in later?
That's right. They now changed it to where you actually have to physically drag it and drop it. That's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it would be nice that if you double click on it, the NPCs actually said things like, "Hey, I see you touching that. Don't forget to pay for it."
Just don't be touching my stuff.
Exactly. It's
break it, you buy it.
That's right. You break it, you buy it. Or, hey, is there anything I can tell you about that link of piece of sausage that you're touching vigorously? Or stop touching my sausage. They also fixed the male kilts sorting poorly with legs while running. And this is a solution.
The breeze was the complaint. They moved too much.
Hey, I still say that what they should do with all cloth, including cloaks, is turn them all into solid objects. And that way you put object on top of object, and that way you don't have to worry about things poking through them.
No more clipping.
Layers.
Yeah, and then the question becomes tech time and everything else. But that's one where it's like the more clothing that gets added into the game, that only increases your tech time. I'm trying to log in now since I'm done patching. So that way I can go play Stones again. Then we have Central Brittany, where they ensured all horses and cows are outside of stalls and in open areas good for taming. They updated the text for the moon skills to be more clear about when they are active. Piercing Breeze no longer stops movement by caster. They fixed a null pointer exception on fish schools that was making fish invisible. Charlotte no longer has a broken arm whenever she attempts to cheer.
That must have been funny.
Yeah, it was. And then in the Novia overworld, they reassigned some hexes on or near the road around, something to be road or grass hexes instead of forest. And this is something that I said the other day. Anytime you actually encounter a path that should be pathable and full movement speed, we need to report that, so that way they can fix all of that. And you could also just say, like, this region around this has multiple errors, and then let them go track it down. They backed out the latest change to the destructible barrel prefab, which shrunk all instances of this barrel in-game. So they had a bug with midget barrels.
Love it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, don't say that word around Zeke when Zeke's in the room, man. I know. What.
Yeah. And then in Brightbone Pass, yeah. In Brightbone Pass and Superstition Canyon, 3 of the 6 ladders near the control point had their trigger volumes blocked by the collision of the walls they were against, and they expanded the trigger volumes, and all ladders now work correctly.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they fixed an issue that was causing game lockups on Mac and Linux clients, or the operating systems. And then out in Whiteguard Foothills and in the clones of the Whiteguard Foothills, they smoothed out the terrain to help ensure NPCs don't walk into a little dip that used to be there, which was deep enough to think they were falling and caused them to jump. They now walk smoothly up the slope.
I didn't realize DAI was that good. That
I didn't know that either.
That they could do something like that. That is absolutely too funny.
Yeah, it is. And flapping bats now flap more.
Flapping bats.
They turned the flap up to 11.
Okay. I didn't know we had bats in the game.
Yes, we do.
Where do we find bats in the game?
They fly over the haunted house.
They fly over the haunted house, and not only that, but you also have the Halloween emote where you can do bats. As well as spiders.
See, I have not seen those yet. I've been slacking. When it comes to emote in the store, but I know why I'm slacking is because I'm waiting on the bundle. Waiting on that non-existent bundle.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to figure out which client I actually have my game view on. Oh, there it is.
Well, you got to figure that out. I'm loading right on in.
Yeah, I saw the Steam come across.
The Steam alert.
Yep. Then after that, I mean, we do have that decorating contest that was announced yesterday with the $100 prize
up on the screen.
So we might as well bring that out. and talk about that for a little bit. So don't forget that there is the official contest thread where you can post your pictures. And don't forget the winners will win $100 of add-on store credit. And they need at least 3 images with a maximum total of 8 images. Images must include at least 1 outdoor screenshot, if applicable, in 2 indoor. Minimum resolution of 1920 by 1080, and always in the 16 by 9 aspect ratio. You can trim it if necessary. Please use the in-game settings to their maximum and no post-screenshot alterations allowed. It's okay to have other players and characters staged in your shots, and even waiting for the proper lighting. And it must be your own house and plot as the main focus of the scene. And this is where it takes us into issues. Okay, because we have several decorators out there that...
Well, finish this up, because you already got issues with all those rules that disqualify like half the population. So we'll talk about that in a moment.
Your user interface must be turned off, so which is the F9 key, and no post alterations to the screenshot. And they all go in a specific thread. All screenshots with the requirement above: a 200 word or less introduction of your home, coordinates and general location information, and description below each screenshot of no more than 50 words per screenshot. And then they have a bunch of themes: shop service theme, rustic theme, elegant theme, naturalistic, steampunk theme, spooky theme, all around well decorated. So those are the different categories. And for those of you that don't own a house yet, we are announcing the following character-based theme. You can only win in one category, but you can submit for this one as well if you wish, using the same forum post, which is the best spooky costume. Only 2 screenshots maximum allowed for this entry.
So, now you were talking about the decorator side about this, and I was talking about the actual specification side of this. Vex, what were you talking about in general on that one?
Yeah, the first thing I thought of is, it does make it easier for people with smaller houses to deco at this juncture than it does with people with larger houses.
And Jack, you're just walking in place on my screen.
I'm sitting down. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll stand up and sit down again.
Although I'm missing my legs. So are you.
Oh, I'm missing my legs. My leg won't stop. I don't mind a party.
And now I can't use the chair again.
I love this shit. No, I tell you. So let's start with the specs. Most of our users out there aren't able to play in that fastest mode. A lot of people have to play in most beautiful mode.
Fantastic.
Have to play in fastest to even get in the game. I hear a lot of people saying,
or actually beautiful,
I can play in single player, but I can't play in multiplayer till I upgrade my video card, I get a new machine, blah, 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 blah. There aren't a whole lot. I mean, there's a lot out there, but not everybody and their dog is able to even come close to these specifications for screenshots, resolution, to begin with. Let alone be in beautiful mode. Most people just have a standard 15, 17-inch monitor. They're running on their onboard video card. I mean, the heavy-duty gamers have the add-on video card, but you got to look at this. You exclude a whole lot of people by those minimum standards. Now, I'm not a decorator. I can give a rat's ass either way. But, I mean, it was brought up and it was...
I think people can tell neither one of us are decorators, although I think we should submit the envy and lot just for grins.
Put a sign out there that says Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
That's right. And the decorators won't even touch our lot. Let's put it that way. And we're friends with a lot of them. They're like, we ain't touching that mess.
They're like, what is this travesty? I don't know where to begin.
It's the hot tub.
Hey, you gotta have a hot tub.
There's no telling what's floating in that hot tub.
That's right. Led Zepp hangs out in there, man.
Yeah.
Should have warned you before you and your partner ran over there and started hanging out in there.
It's a chemical bath.
So, does anybody know how much gold they've got sitting out in the world?
$3 worth.
Yeah, that $280. I don't know. Last update we had was what, 30 million, something like that.
30 million in circulation.
Yeah, that was before the lottery, and the lottery sucked up 1/5 of that gold in a gold sink. So if you want to start tracking from there, but then you got to add what's already been added to the economy. There's a lot of gold.
That was actually a couple of days before the raffle was over, and we know a lot of people. Yeah,
note was over 30 million. There's a lot of gold out there, and that's in circulation.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going around.
Still no loot. I don't get
For
it.
who? I've got a loot in my hands. Holly has a loot in her hands.
I'm just not hearing any music.
I hear stones.
See, I'm not even hearing that. I'll have to really bug report this music thing.
Oh, we've got to bug report a lot of things.
I'd complain that the radios aren't working right, but the radio's not working.
Yeah, the radio's got to be fixed.
So I don't know. I don't get it on this.
Well, how about this one?
Like,
I hear the theme for Rabbling, and yet I turned off the phonograph.
No, I hear that too.
I mean, it doesn't even say play on my screen, like until I highlight it.
I don't even get an option. Oh, you're playing it on yours. That's why.
Yeah,
that's why.
It was closer to us. Yours was too far away from me, so I wanted to make sure we could both hear it. Oh wait, maybe I was hearing it because it doesn't stop it for everybody. It only stopped it for Jack, so I have no idea. Bug reports will be coming.
I can't do anything with it. Can't do anything with it.
Haha.
You know, Laz, your idea with the resolution and the deco contests. You know, I was thinking, why does the developers go out there and take the screenshots? You know, that people can post the best that they can post. They can get a top 10 from that, and then essentially have themselves go out there and take the screenshots with the resolution that they want.
Well, because we don't want to take the time away from the developers first, and second, I've seen some pretty amazing screenshots from people, and they gotta sit, they gotta wait, they gotta get the time of day, they gotta hope the weather cooperates, and if you stand around places in this game long enough, you get to see some really amazing things that they've done, from the shading, the way the sun drops, to the dusk and dawn settings in certain places. It can be pretty remarkable. Now, it can be really terrible in some places too, but done right, you get the right setting, the right angle, you get yourself one hell of a screenshot on something. And then you may want to showcase something in such a way that they may not be able to get the angle that you want. One of my biggest complaints always is screen angles for my camera. And that's just not because we shoot and do this. I like to play, and again, when we're playing out there, most of the time you're running, we're looking at this back view. So I don't like this because I can't see my enemy in front of me. So I like to angle around or come from the opposite way so I can see the enemy in front of me and target them this way. But the combat system is not, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't play well like that.
Yeah, the fact that the arc where you're attacking is actually bound to the camera view and not to the character's
done some work
point
on
of view.
that, and they fixed that.
Well, not entirely, because you still can't pan all the way around. You still can't pan all the way around. Yeah,
works a lot better now, and I've noticed that it does. User friendly. Thank you. Simple words. I've noticed that sometimes you can still fight with the camera angle the other way. I think it's just glitching, and again, I believe we should have it again. We had it like that. I don't know why they took it away. I know they need a targeting system, but again, I think the targeting system needs a whole lot of work. I know that they think it's a great targeting system. They think the deck system is a good system, but
neither one are they going to change just because a few people
facts of life we got to live with.
Yep.
Did they ever have a free camera mode?
We had the argument. I pointed it out. We went back and forth, and I'm using me because I complained a lot about it, but there was a lot of people complained about it. Chris looked at what everybody had to say about it, and he says, "Oh, I see what you mean. You want to be able to swing the camera around." And it was the forward-facing thing that started it, that you had to be facing your opponent. And we didn't have a problem with that. You face your opponent, but when I'm facing my opponent, if I swing my camera around the other way, I'm still facing my opponent, and we were good. Yeah. And then they brought in the new targeting fixes and changes, and everything now locked to in front of you. And if you went 45 degrees either way with your camera, you stopped attacking, and the enemies beat the living daylights out of you to a bloody pulp. Auto attack wasn't working. You wouldn't, if you're standing there with your sword at the, ready, and something came up on you, you just stand there and take a beating. Auto attack doesn't work, and I still disagree with their vision of auto attack.
I am actually auto attacking Jack right now, and I'm panning my camera to the side so that way I can get a better view of what's going on. And I am not disengaging, and I am no longer auto attacking when I should be.
Absolutely.
So that is one where the auto attack is complete. It's my character is still facing my target
properly,
my camera view. So this is the free camera that is being talked about, and so that would be a matter of changing how the attack arc is actually based off of. Is it based off of where your character is facing and you will hit the arc in front of that? Or is it based off of the camera?
It should be based off your character's arc. Absolutely.
Exactly. And so that is one where it's just a matter of rechanging that focus. I don't think that's a long fix programming-wise, because as a streamer, this is one where it's like you like to look at your targets and provide your audience with different views.
The optimal view.
And so that way they can see exactly what is going on. If you want to do an animation, it's one where you can capture that so that way they can see what all is actually happening, and you can actually create screenshots. You can do all kinds of different things
without getting your ass handed to you.
Yeah, and so it's one where it's like, so just because I'm doing this doesn't mean that this is soapbox. At least it can be demonstrated on stream.
Yes, and of course that's again, we don't do a lot of that. We did in the past. Where we're out doing that, showing that, but I'm sure the other streamers get frustrated. They want to swing around and show something, and all of a sudden they stop fighting just because their camera swung, and it's just not right. But hey.
I mean, the combat camera is one side of the coin, but I don't see a reason why we shouldn't be able to have a free camera mode auto combat.
Absolutely, and it used to be that way. We had it that way, and then the new combat system. And again, I don't know if it's. I mean, we've said it. I've bug reported it, and again, maybe it's just not being brought across the right way in verbiage and the bug forums. I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
That, and it's one where it's probably in Jira. The issue is that Chris doesn't want, or I shouldn't say it this way, but it hasn't been assigned to
anybody yet.
Yeah, and so it's probably sitting there in Jira because it relatively is low priority.
You mean like being able to move the name and health bar that we were supposed to get when somebody came back from their honeymoon a year ago, but we never got?
You know what? That or the fact that I would like multiple combat bars, and I would like the ability to rotate it and do all kinds of other things with it. I mean, yeah. Or the ability to actually like just click and drag someone's nameplate off with their health information.
Absolutely.
Health and focus.
Yeah. How about emotes on the hotbar?
Exactly.
All sorts of little things.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Let's not talk about the hotbar. The hotbar is a hot topic that I don't like.
Well,
people don't like me getting onto. It's
especially if we
deck system. Oh, you got all the time in the world. It ain't heavens ain't opened up to you yet.
Hurricane hasn't hit.
I have. I'm looking at the time. Of course I am. What do we have special going on tonight? We'll have to get to that when we get to that point in the calendar there. Oh, yeah. Hello, nurse.
I need to go YouTube that real quick.
Yeah, we need a soundbite for that one. Yakko.
As soon as I find the link, I'll send that to you. So say something real quick.
Hey, well, while we're doing that, we'll get the calendar loaded up for you folks so that you can see what kind of events are happening tonight here in Shroud Avatar. No. That's Saturday night.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's on our night off. Yeah, Sunday's meeting day.
Yeah, well, you know me. Lately, I haven't been playing weekends at all. Been doing other things. And this weekend, I'll probably be hanging out with a bunch of EVL guys. Because Saturday, I'm going to be helping decorate the Portalarium offices, and then gonna go eat dinner, drinks, network.
Decorate Portalarium offices.
Spider webs. Need more spider webs.
Oh, Halloween decoration.
Yep. And so, should I be bringing up the calendar right now?
Might help. I thought you were looking for the audio clip out there.
I did find it.
Hello. It helps if you share. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it now. Never mind. See, I didn't hear it. I don't know why I don't hear this anymore. I didn't change anything. I stopped hearing things.
Oh no, Laz technical difficulties long at your service. Okay, so...
We even showed that on screen. Twice. No, I clicked the link and it went up on the monitor with the calendar.
Oh,
YouTube clip.
Excellent. Okay, so our community calendar, don't forget, is brought to us by our friends over at Avatar Circle. Avatar Circle is currently administered by Kazan Phoenix Fire, or you may know him as Wrath Phoenix, or in the official forums, or in Discord. Don't forget that you can also contact several special people that can add your community events to the community calendar, just like our very own Laz or Justin. Then, I'm too lazy to request those permissions, or else I would have them as well. So today...
I can do that.
You can set me up because you have my emails, you have all that information. Yeah, you could. Then today, Yeah, today at noon, 3, 6, and midnight, around the clock, we have two idiots sitting there talking about random miscellaneous things that don't impact anybody's life whatsoever on a show called Lunch with Laz and Jack on Radio Free Britannia. I forgot to put where it was at. At 4 o'clock on at 4 o'clock on Avatar's Radio, we have Golden Wing with his Gone Country show. At 6 o'clock on Avatar's Radio, DJ Dr. DJ Selly is doing his Faster and Louder show.
Faster, louder.
Yeah. At 7 o'clock, if you're interested in some PvE, you can join the Phoenix Republic for some PvE nights. That's contact Kazan Phoenix Fire or Malakis for more information. At 8 o'clock on Avatar's Radio, we have DJ Striker Sparhawk doing his Lost in the Spaces show. And also at 8 on Radio Free Britannia, WRFB. I'm waiting for you to do it. Waiting for you to do it.
RFB.
.rocks. You can listen to DJ Nurse Justin for Unmedicated Schizophrenia Part 2. That's right, Part 2. Last night, Part Uno did not happen last night like it should have, but that was due to
she had to stay late at the hospital to do her rounds.
Reality interfered.
One of our DJs is actually a working doctor. Working to become a doctor.
Med school doing rounds. Yep. If you're interested in some PvP,
helping humanity as well as helping avatars. That's right.
With a proper PvP penis.
Join the Gladiator.
Penis.
Hey, I beat you to it, man.
Proper PvP penis.
now everybody's
we
gonna
all
do
had
it.
it loaded today.
You can cruise out to the town of Finchfield at 9 o'clock and register for the Gladiator Wars. And those battles begin promptly at 10. And the final event of the evening is going to be Temper Tantrum Tea Days on Avatar's Radio. And I'm hoping that Apollox is making his return very soon. I have not heard anything about that lately.
Have not heard of his triumphant return to the airwaves yet, but I'm sure as soon as he is back, he will drop us a line and let us know so we can tell the good folks and tell the boys and girls all about it, because he's sorely missed around here. He's, of course, one of our other personalities out here in the world, and, it's nice to have radio personalities, that are out there doing
nice
things.
To have personalities. Yep.
Nice to have personality.
Let's keep Shroud of the Avatar weird.
Something we don't have much of.
I don't know what you're talking about. And that's our community calendar in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
For Thursday, October 6th. Avatar. Yeah, so I mean that means that it's we've got a couple minutes to kill before we have to do our other things. Yeah.
So Zeke, what's going on in your world out there? You got a minute? He's not listening. Now he's getting coffee. No.
It's going good.
What the hell's going on?
That's what I just asked you.
Well, man, I was making me a cup of coffee, and I'm making a big push. Now, y'all tell me what you think about this idea. Come here. Him. Look here. I'm trying to make a push to have it to where we know, as the general public, how much gold is in circulation at all times, distributed out through Portalarium. That way, everybody can have some way or another to gauge their personal wealth. What say you?
Interesting scenario. Yeah, that may annoy more people. Now, of course, that would also.
I'm not saying, publicize what a character's public wealth is. Just what's in circulation in the game.
basically the amount of gold in the game today is 31 million.
Yeah. And so if somebody walking around with a couple of million gold pieces in their purse, they would know personally what their personal wealth would be in the game. What say you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah, well, that's got
I'm not talking about my dick's bigger than your scenario. I'm talking about a pure curiosity scenario.
I'm sure I would like to know what that amount is on a regular basis. But this would tie in to be able to get those metrics from the guys down there. It would give us vendor information throughout the world and show us economies. And I think that would fit right into part of that. You know, how much gold is traded on the market every day. And eventually, I believe we'll be able to see that. But that's my thoughts on that. I don't know if they would be open to actually just, I don't know, drop a note in the forum.
That's what I'm doing. I mean, just to have some kind of a ticker going. Well, today keep a running log somewhere on the website to where people can log in and they see the exact amount of currency or gold that is actually circulating in the world.
Have another line in the stand-up corner. Today there is 3 million gold in the world.
Yeah, that would be kind of helpful.
I don't know.
From a pure curiosity point of view, not because my dick's bigger than anybody's, because it's short, shriveled, and hanging to the left. But,
yeah, well, we didn't need that visual.
Sorry.
But meanwhile, it's about that time of the day. We got to say thank you to our sponsors out there. And, of course, without our sponsors and without you guys listening and joining in and all the good stuff you do to help support us. And, of course, if you want to support us, you can do that in several ways. You can go out to our website and click on any of the links out there. You can become a patron and put in a monthly donation. You can use our PayPal for a one-time donation. You can go out to Twitch TV and use the donations out there and get your name up in lights and up on the donations board as well. All sorts of different ways you can donate. And, of course, every bit goes right back into keeping this stuff up and going and running and all that fun stuff. And we appreciate it. So moving right along, let us start out with the Auchenshire and Markham Farms located out in Dragon's Keep. Of course, we're going to have a major cotton giveaway going on here. Thux, you want to tell us about that real quick if we got a date set for that cotton giveaway?
Yeah, Les, I think we decided on doing it on the 21st of October. I believe that's the Friday. We're going to come out here and we're going to dump a big truck of cotton and keep giving it away till it's all gone.
All righty. That sounds like a big plan. So keep your eyes and ears here, folks, and we're going to be doing a big giveaway come the 21st of October. A friend over at Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands like only Arius can do. You want custom-made wands, and they are some top-notch quality. Check out Coilmore Wands. Our friends over at the Britannian Mining Company want you for the BMC Gridiron every Sunday night starting at 5. It's the bloodiest, foulest, nastiest fights in all the lands where the rules are. There are no rules. Everything goes. You want to say anything about the Gridiron while I got you here, Zeke?
No.
You don't have to. All right, that's all. I'm just getting the sponsorship message out there. All righty, our good friends over at sodamap.com, or should I say friend, because that's all Jacob White out there. Sodamap.com is truth, so says Lord British himself. If you need to find out where you are, you need to plot a course someplace. Sodamap has been the #1 foundation for that since the beginning. And of course, coming soon, we're going to have Sam, the Shroud of the Avatar mini map, which uses Jacob White's Soda map, allows you to actually see where you are on the map as you're running. And of course, we've got a client server coming for those of you auto map fans. We're going to be able to do it soon. You're going to be able to get into your party and see people on the map and track your friends and your partners and all that good stuff. Coming to a computer near you soon. Our friend Ben over at relicsbyrild.com. Relics by Rild for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. Get your t-shirts, get your hats, get your patches, get your drinkware, get your comic books, get your coinage from the mint from Sir Frank. All sorts of great stuff. relicsbyrild.com. And of course, if you want to save a little money, use the promo code NBNM when you check out. Get 10% off all that licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag. Our friends over at sodataming.com, sodacraft.com, and sodacrafting.wiki. These guys done a lot of work trying to get all that information out to you, keep it updated, and keep it relevant. So if you need some information on that, go check those guys out. And of course, last but not least, our good friends over at Shroud Marketplace. ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. Jack, you want to tell the folks about the marketplace?
Well, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. So if you are interested in becoming a vendor and you want to sell something, you can just register as a vendor and you can start putting your items up for sale. We do have a new vendor over at the marketplace, and that is Black Dog R&S. They haven't put anything up, but I expect that's going to be happening soon. Don't forget, anything that you want to sell that is game related, that does not violate the terms of service, you can put it up there. That includes game gold or services, just like the 3 services that are listed right now with the Soda Design Services, Scrota's music service thing, where $5 gets you
everything you want.
That, or if you're interested in having an in-game event, you need to contact Weddings and More by Laz. Laz, do you want to tell us about Weddings and More?
That's right. Weddings and More by Laz. You want to get hitched? You got a guild event and you got no room? You want to throw a major party? You just want to throw a shindig? Any kind of fall harvest event and you need room? Come see me. I've got it. And we'll work out a plan to get your event happening. And of course, you need rental places. You need a storage chest. You want a vendor to work out of without paying all those exorbitant fees. Come see me. I got lots around the land, and we're renting out space. Weddings and More by Laz.
Then after that, don't forget that if you are looking for a rare and you cannot find it, or you're tired of looking at the official forums for things that are up there because you don't want to haggle, you can always do that at shroudmarketplace.com.
See relevant pricing.
Yeah, see relevant pricing, and if something is open to price offers, you can click on the offer suggest a price button, and then you can make your own offer. And then from there, it's like, don't forget the auctions. There's currently nothing up on the auction board right now, but there will probably be something before this weekend, so I would keep on looking at that and see what's coming out.
Online auctions are kind of dragging their feet a little bit, aren't they?
Well, it depends on how it's done. There was a Hearth of Britannia that was up there over the weekend that was sold. So, yeah. And you could have bid on it for $175. One of like 300.
And of course, if you want to become a vendor, all you got to do is click on the vendor registration. All sorts of packages out here for you. Of course, there's the free package. Doesn't cost you nothing. You go ahead and sign up and become a vendor. Get your own shop. And then, of course, there's all sorts of other packages letting you be the master of your own shop out there. So, Anything else we got on the marketplace?
No, there's not. But we do need to say that we need to thank everybody that's been listening out there, and that means out on Twitch, YouTube, or listening to Radio Free Britannia, which is going to be, or watching it in repeats on YouTube, Twitch, and or Radio Free Britannia.
That's right.
So thank you guys. We couldn't do the show without you guys, and we do it for you guys. So thank you from the bottoms of our hearts. We really do love this shit.
That's right. We love this shit. We love you guys. And Holly, I wasn't the one who put you up there. You got up on my head, so my view is all your fault.
We're trying to look up her skirt.
Yeah. Looking at her landing gear. I don't know if I would call that landing gear, but anyway. That's right, folks. We're out of here for today. Of course, tomorrow is Friday, weather permitting. We'll be back. If not, we won't have anything. But hopefully, weather permitting, we'll be able to bring you an update from right in the middle of the storm. Should be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to it. Yeah. Because that's when it's going to be here. And we're going to get out of here. So, with that, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, and the latest from right here inside Trinity Avatar. If we don't see you, you all have a great weekend. Stay safe, and we'll be back with you tomorrow or Monday. Love this.
When I was a boy in school.
We'll get around.
Sloppy seconds.
Where are we
Everybody
going now?
doing the airplane with that airplane sound. Funny.